Ok, कैसे हो यहाँ पे गांड फटगी, but ladies and gentlemen, nowadays you get cancelled for farting in the wrong direction.
Bruh.
You know that's facts, right? Drop a thumbs up if you're gonna be getting Harry Potter. Dislike if not, because right now there are 1 million+ people looking to boycott and cancel this game. We're gonna check out what went wrong. And let's check it out.
Probably the best way to start off the new year is by talking about probably the most highly anticipated game of the year, and that is Hogwarts Legacy. It is also one of the most controversial games of the year. Seems like lots of games media just do not even want to talk about this because of how controversial it has become. If you have been following this game at all on social media, there has been large campaigns to get it to be boycotted, and even at the Game Awards last month, there was an interesting reaction to the most anticipated award. You saw enormous applause for Starfield, Final Fantasy 16, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and then when it got to Hogwarts Legacy, some people tried to make it out to be that they were booed, but it was more so it went pretty quiet. And I really do get the sense that a lot of people just don't know how to react to this game, and I think that's more of those who live—
Bro, like 10 years ago, bro, like the type of shiza that's happening right now, I cannot even say the word shiza in English. Like it's the shit. That's I cannot say that word on YouTube. I can, but if I say it, recently one of my videos was taken down, so I mean I cannot say certain things. I really cannot. It was not this bad 10 years ago.
Online crazy, and those who run various gaming websites. And then you have the more average casual gamer, I guess you could say, those who actually like Harry Potter and aren't really following along or care about necessarily the politics of J.K. Rowling. Those are extremely excited for this game. And you've seen that with the Steam top charts of this. Hogwarts Legacy is like one of the most pre-ordered games, and it is by far, in my opinion, going to just absolutely knock it out in terms of sales when that day comes in about just around a month. Now, what will it garner in reviews? That is
one if you already pre-ordered, 2 if you have not, 3 if you're gonna buy the game but you're not looking to pre-order. Here's the thing, man. You should not be buying the game just to piss people off, because that's also kind of stupid. That is actually stupid. Because let's be real, if you don't like the game, you should not buy the game, or at least you should wait a little bit if you're actually suspect about the game, because nowadays games are coming out incomplete, full of microtransactions, filled with bugs, and you should not be buying a game just to prove people wrong. I totally understand. If you're gonna do that, and that's perfectly fine if you're gonna do it. I'm just saying, like, you never know. This game might be a doozy. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a doozy. It looks like that it's actually gonna be a banger. In fact, I'm hyped for it. As a YouTuber, full disclosure, I have already pre-ordered the game. Normally, I don't pre-order the game, but I have pre-ordered the game just because we're getting like 3 days early access. I gotta stream. I got kids to feed. I don't have any kids, but you understand. I have to feed my future kids in the future, okay? But if you are just buying this game to prove people wrong, hey, perfectly fine. But in my opinion, we should actually wait. And the reviews for this game, I don't think people are going to believe those.
Something that we're going to be having discussions about probably in the coming weeks, because I do think that just because of this being J.K. Rowling reviews, I do anticipate that certain outlets will factor that into the review score. But regardless of that, we're not there yet. Even right now, we're learning more about Hogwarts Legacy. The most recent reveal was gameplay showcase, and in which it had the Avalanche Studios developers and their community team just traversing the massive and vast open world. It really is impressive what they have built here. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily translate to the quality of the map and how enjoyable it'll be, but it looks like it could be a ton of fun traversing on different types of beasts, and obviously our customizable broomstick. Those are really impressive features. Obviously,
man, this blew me away. This scene blew me away. Like, I'm really hyped for this game, fellas. I really hope that this game doesn't turn out to be Hogwarts Legacy 2077, man.
In previous reveals of this game, and even in the debut trailer, we got a look inside of the main castle. And the interiors, it does look like there's a lot of great attention to detail, and there's a lot of cool places that we'll be able to explore there. But that exploration on the foot, we really didn't know how massive this world is, and this is just a great example, again, of why so many people are extremely excited about Hogwarts Legacy. Furthermore, we also got our first look at the Dark Arts Battle Arena. This is something that's included in the deluxe edition of the game, or it can be an in-game purchase. You know my feelings on stuff like this. I truly don't like it. But what was shown here is, I have to admit, it does look impressive, and it intrigues me. You have characters that can use the unforgivable curses to fight through waves of enemies in this area, and the gameplay showcase showed a battle sequence in which our wizard was blasting an enemy with a killing curse, and their health bar immediately drains to 0. This is fun stuff. Obviously, some outlets really didn't like this, the fact that you can kill, I guess, technically, but—
What? Okay, I'm like watching this live. I'm actually shocked. I'm really pretends to be shocked. Bruh. Harry Potter game shows off some straight up wizard. Boycott! The Dark Arts Battle Arena lets you pay an extra $10 to try out kill curses early. Okay, are they Yo, what?
Stupid.
You gotta pay $10? Okay, that's a little bit too out there. Like, you pay $10 and then you can actually use this killing curse in game. That's wild. That is wild.
Myself, I just love these different types of opportunities in a role-playing game like this. Now, furthermore, it wasn't just this that was shown off. We also got our first look at the Room of Requirement, or a more in-depth look, I should say. This space will be fully customizable to the player, from the objects and the furniture to the architecture of the ceilings and walls. The Room of Requirement is the player's place to call their own at Hogwarts. It's also a great area to grow plants, brew potions, and upgrade or imbue magical abilities into their gear. And as this article from MuggleNet also points out, magical beasts now are also featured in this area, I believe. You can collect an array of magical creatures. Yes, it's called the Vivarium, which is the part of the Room of Requirement section, I guess. And we have animals that are friendly but require some TLC from the player. You need to feed, play with, and pet these animals, and it will let the players get ingredients from them that can be used in potion making and crafting. So yeah, these are just a couple of different features and aspects of Hogwarts Legacy that Avalanche Software recently gave.
Man, the thing that I'm really hating right now is that I know I'm making videos mostly every single day, right? When this game comes out, I'm gonna stream, and that's probably the only time I'm gonna get to play. And this is one of those games that I genuinely want to play. Like, honestly, man, no cap. I know you're like, stop the cap. No cap. I'm like dead ass looking forward to this game. The only thing I'm sad about right now is, man, like, I'm not gonna get time to play this game outside of the initial live stream, if I'm able to live stream. And the same day we're also getting like a Take-Two live stream, investor call. Maybe we're gonna get some GTA 6 stuff then as well, February 6th. And if you get the digital deluxe, you can get 3 days early. So that's what I'm planning to get right now, to be able to stream.
A more in-depth look at, and has excited a lot within this community. But unfortunately, this excitement has not been universal, as especially on Twitter and various social media sites and various gaming sites, we've seen various hit pieces emerge recently, and many of which just calling outright boycotts of this game, saying it's dangerous to support it. And yes, many of this is linked again to J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter author, and her views. Just around 2 months ago, I made this prediction that this is exactly what was going to happen. As we got closer to launch, the Outrage campaigns were going to get a whole lot louder, and I'm very certain that in the next couple weeks, we're going to see mainstream outlets, the CNNs, Fox Newses, New York Post, New York Times, we're going to see articles coming right after this game. Assuming that this game is actually,
if this game is good, bro, it's gonna 10x the sales. All this negativity and controversial marketing is really gonna help the game out. If this game, let's just say, okay, hypothetically, okay, do not cancel me, don't be like, bruh. Let's say hypothetically this game is really bad. It's like piece of shiza, it's like 2 FPS, 3 FPS, games full of bugs. Let's hope not. I hope this is not 2077. I hope this is not Cyberpunk 2077. Even then, the amount of controversial marketing that's happening right now, the amount of people that are actually, people are angry, the amount of people that are actually going against it, even if the game is bad, it's still gonna sell well because it's Harry Potter. Secondly, all the backlash, right? But if this game is a banger, if this game comes out as advertised, if this game comes out fully polished, this is gonna be a banger, dog. This is gonna sell 10+ million easy. And I think 10+ million copies is like on the low. It can do even more because Harry Potter is a massive franchise. I do not know the numbers, how big it is, how many people have seen the movies. That's what I mean by fan base, right? But the Harry Potter fan base is massive. This game is easily gonna do 10+ million, even more. And if this game is good, I mean, you're like asking for 10+ million, 20+ million like that. It's gonna do numbers like that easily.
Good. You're not going to see articles saying Hogwarts Legacy, huge success, celebrated by much of the Harry Potter community. Instead, it's gonna be more so controversial Harry Potter game, celebrate success despite divisive opinion, even though that negative angle will very likely only be coming from gaming outlets and critics. And I suppose I should also acknowledge the Twitter mobs, which inevitably always get a lot of attention. But right now, if you are not aware of all the controversy surrounding Hogwarts Legacy, it boils down to just a couple of things. It's J.K. Rowling's views.
I mean, if you live on Twitter, are you ever positive, I should say? If you live on Twitter, then, I mean...
And it's also the goblin antagonist angle of Hogwarts Legacy. As the Mary Sue points out, in addition to supporting Rowling, whose anti-trans comments have alienated a vast portion of her once devoted fanbase, Hogwarts Legacy has also been accused of perpetuating anti-Semitic tropes in its depiction of goblins, an issue baked into the books as well. And again, I will point out with Rowling's views, Hogwarts Legacy's team, the Avalanche Studio, they have already shown, like, the character creation is one great example. They fought for trans character creation. That is something that's included in the game. Warner Brothers has distanced themselves from Rowling. So her involvement creatively here it's not existent, which is why it's crazy the narratives that some people people are spreading about this. But with the goblins, the game does take place in the 1800s, so one of the challenges that players will face is a so-called goblin rebellion, of which there are several mentioned throughout the Harry Potter series. And the Mary Sue firmly states framing an oppressed species as evil for wanting to freely use their own magic and not be oppressed anymore is honestly gross. And the issue with that is the fact that that is an assumption about how Hogwarts Legacy is going to handle any of this. Anybody logically can think that that's not exactly how it's going to go down. And as one Redditor pointed out perfectly, how the game is an RPG which seems to give you plenty of options, such as literally letting you use the Killing Curse. This might end up being one of those games where the villain actually has a point and lets you side with them. And that's exactly what I think will happen with Hogwarts Legacy. It may early on in some of these trailers it makes these...
I truly don't understand the Boycott that's going around with the goblins and stuff like that, bro. Like, I never looked at the goblins like the way they are looking at the goblins, bro.
Goblins look evil, but there probably is going to be good goblins. There's also probably going to be goblins that maybe split apart from the dark wizards who they're teaming up with in this game. So the assumptions that people are making are just stupid in my opinion. And the gaming websites and the websites in general running with this, I think it's disappointing to see them do that, but maybe not that surprising, because yes, there is a narrative that these websites are trying to spread it. But on
drop a thumbs up if you're getting this game. Dislike if not.
Twitter, this is what I mean. So let's break it down. With Hogwarts Legacy now having release date, I have questions. Will you be playing? This person says, anti-Semitic storyline based on blood libel. That's not true. That's an assumption. The creator of the franchise is a figurehead in the blank movement and is a huge reason we're facing increased violence. Do I really need to spell it out? Don't play Hogwarts Legacy. And then they continue saying, you are perpetuating the...
Playing Hogwarts Legacy makes you violent, ladies and gentlemen. Astaghfirullah, bro. That's what it's
infrastructure that helps contribute to the harm of trans people. Also, you can play a game that has horrible tropes of Jewish people. You're ignoring the pleas of your marginalized friends and engaging in an act of harm if you do this, which is just an astonishing assessment to make. Somebody else saying, the reason why choosing to buy games like Hogwarts Legacy knowing full well that a phobic IP creator will receive profit from it hurts is because you're making the statement that you're comfortable funding harmful rhetoric as long as it gives you enough fun in return.
Damn, 12k likes, bro. 12k likes. Your kind of brother get like 2 likes on this family-friendly video. This is insane. What world we living on? The reason why choosing to buy games like because you're making a statement that you're coming up with
Somebody else saying, under capitalism, there is no such thing as ethical consumption. Somebody else saying, I don't care how little involvement J.K. Rowling has, I am not buying Hogwarts Legacy, which is fine. If you don't want to buy the game, don't play it.
Yeah.
But telling people that they're harming communities because they are supporting this game is just ridiculous. You know what's going to change after Hogwarts Legacy? J.K. Rowling's still going to be a billionaire. No matter what, if you don't buy the game, if 5 million people, nothing's going to change. She's still going to be absolutely rich, which is why I think it's ridiculous to also say that the developers and those who are actually involved in this game won't be hurt, because
that is actually a really good point, because I personally didn't even know she was a billionaire. Now I'm finding out, and it makes sense. Like Hogwarts, not Hogwarts, I mean Harry Potter series, it is really that big. So when he said billionaire, I never really researched on J.K. Rowling. I don't even care about politics. I didn't even know I still don't know half of the stuff. Previously, like prior to people started getting mad about Hogwarts Legacy, I never even searched, because like, I mean, you know what I mean, right? I never really did. But then I kind of looked into it. I'm like, bruh. And that's a good point. If she's already, I mean, she is a billionaire. If she's a billionaire, whether you buy the game or not, that's not gonna take her billionaire status away. She's still gonna be a billionaire. She's still gonna be. I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But hey, buy this game if you like it. If you don't like it, don't have to buy it. Easy as that.
They will. Yes, obviously they get salaries, they get paychecks, but the studio's ability to thrive and continue in the future does depend on the success of a project that they've been working years on. Somebody else saying, remember to pirate Hogwarts Legacy so this continues to happen, because Pottermore, J.K. Rowling's company, didn't have great profits last year, I suppose. And it is
Bombocard!
I mean, we're like, you guys are saying don't play the game. It's a harmful if you play and buy the game. So you are saying, okay, pirate the game. First of all, it's illegal. Let's say you want to do this, right? Let's say you do this. You're still playing the game. Is it not harmful then? Is it only harmful when you like buy and then play? Is it not harmful when you just pirate and play? I don't get it. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a whole lot of stupid here. Click on this video on the screen. Check this out. This is some of the craziest video. Or click this video on the left, because I'm telling you, man, we got this UFO. This is on my second channel. This is a crazy video. Click it and I'll check it. I'll see you right there.